So much media, so little time. Who keeps track of it all? That would be me. This is Bob Andelman, and this is the Mr. Media Interview, broadcast and recorded live on blogtalkradio.com from the new Media and American League Baseball capital of the world, St. Petersburg, Florida. Here's math that even Bart Simpson won't need a chalkboard to figure out. The Simpsons is greater than Gunsmoke. That's right, thanks to a new 2-year renewal, The Simpsons is about to blow past the ancient Western as the longest-running primetime series in American television history. And my guest today, Simpsons executive producer Al Jean, has been there for every episode, plus a feature-length movie. Al, welcome to Mr. Media.
Oh, hey, how are you?
Good. I'm sorry for the time screw-up.
Okay.
So, Al, let me jump right in with the time that we have and ask you the question that everyone I've talked to wants me to ask. It took 20 years to get a first Simpsons movie. How long do we have to wait for number 2?
Well, we just got picked up for 2 more seasons of the show, and that's our first priority. We're not working on another movie at the moment, and if we did, I'd want it to be a movie that we believed in as much as the first one, so it'll be a while.
Oh, bummer. Well, let me ask you this. What is the hardest thing about doing an episode of The Simpsons?
The hardest thing is definitely coming up with the original idea and doing something we haven't done before. Once we do, we have a really talented writing crew, so we can pretty much take it from there and flesh it out and make it funny. But it is hard to get that original first idea.
Do you see yourself continuing through the next 2 years?
Oh, yeah. No, I'd love to work with the show as long as it's there.
Is there any reason it just can't keep going year after year? Are the costs contained? The interest is there? The ratings are there?
Well, the ratings are good. We actually this year had, for the first time, a number 1 show of the week. And the costs are, it's not cheap, but they are contained more than on a live-action show. And I don't know. That it's lasted this long is such a, amazing thing. I wouldn't put it past to go on further.
Well, I imagine it's a lot of fun to get up in the morning and know that that's where you're going to work.
It's the best job in the world.
Well,
really
listen,
is.
I know we've completely run out of time. I want to tell everybody you can catch The Simpsons. I'm sorry.
Short and sweet.
It is short and sweet, and I apologize for that. It's my fault entirely. Folks, you can catch The Simpsons every Sunday night, 8 p.m. on Fox. And Al, thank you so much for joining us on this shortened edition of Mr. Media today.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. And, folks, for more TV star interviews, you can surf over to our main website, www.mrmedia.com, that's Mr. Media, where you can listen to my earlier conversations with the stars of 30 Rock, Chuck, Curb Your Enthusiasm, Caroline in the City, Worst Week, and even Lassie. And please think about writing an online review of Mr. Media, casting a vote for Mr. Media, or marking Mr. Media as one of your favorites, whether you listen on Blog Talk Radio, Digital Journal, Podcast Pickle, Vox, Folio, Mediafly, Podfeed, Blueberry, Zencast, or Odeo. You can also subscribe to Mr. Media's blog on the Amazon Kindle Reader. And subscribe to Mr. Media on iTunes, and you'll never miss a show. Just search Mr. Media Interviews from within iTunes and subscribe for free. You can also listen with a piece of string and a tin can in many locations. If you've got an idea for a guest, email me directly at bob@andelman.com. You can also follow me on Facebook or on Twitter, www.twitter.com/Andelman. Thank you so much for joining us today. Always appreciate when you give up a little piece of your day to spend it with us.